give any prior notice?
Just show up. Just show up and have a good time.
Great time. Thank you, Dawn.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So, speaking of doing good things to exercise the brain, Zuri is sitting down with a local author. Thanks, Natalie. Guns, car chases, corruption, and blackmail. Those are just a few of the plot details in author Rich Hoffman's new action novel, Tale of the Dragon. And the man himself joins us right now. So hi, Rich.
Hi, great to be here.
Glad to have you. So this is your new novel, and I have to say, first off, you're a local, right?
Well, local. I live in between Dayton and Cincinnati.
Okay, so just in the middle there.
Just in the middle.
Okay, so we've got the new novel, Tale of the Dragon. Talk to me a little bit about how this idea even got started.
Well, it was a fascinating journey. Of course, when you write a novel from beginning to when it becomes this, it's always a perilous journey if you put the effort into it. My wife and I were on a long-distance motorcycle ride to the Great Smoky Mountains. And while we were there, we were visiting an actual place called the Tale of the Dragon. And the Tale of the Dragon is on the western frontier of the national park there. And it's a very interesting place. In an 11-mile span of road, it has 318 curves. We're not talking about just little curves.
We're talking
about serious switchbacks.
Wow.
And what that means is motorcycle enthusiasts and car clubs have migrated to this area so they can test themselves out on it.
Yeah.
And this has brought a very aggressive police presence to that road. And while we were there, I noticed that there was happening in a microcosm, kind of what's happening on the macrocosm, the national stage, with police being very aggressive, trying to raise revenue for their police departments. And I thought there's a story here, a story that needs to be told. There's not a whole lot of stories about the Great Smoky Mountains, especially action stories that have a little bit of romance in them. So I thought there was a real hook here. And it directly applied to a lot of the events that are occurring in the news that you're playing right now on the news today, right, and the nightly news. And it's very hard for people to get their mind around some of the things. It's complicated. So a story can help bring all that into a proper form.
Okay, so speaking of the story, tell us exactly what's going to happen, or some of what's going to happen in Tale of the Dragon. You mentioned romance. I didn't say that in the beginning, but is there a bit of a love twist?
There's romance, and this is daytime television, so we can't talk about that.
Okay. You got to read the book for that.
You got to read the book for that. But when it comes to the plot, what it is without giving anything away, there's a fictional governor in this case of Tennessee that wants to run for president of the United States, and this is a presidential election season, so we all hear a lot about that. And what he's after is he knows if he's going to knock off the incumbent, he needs the public sector unions at his back. So he tells the FOP, the Fraternal Order of Police, that he's going to put 100 police on the streets if they'll back him. But he doesn't want to raise taxes on the people of Tennessee. So he comes up with this idea to encourage the highway patrol to increase citations.
Okay.
And that's how he's going to pay for the police. And that works well until he runs into a guy who doesn't think it's so good. And it turns into
opposition.
They have a major clash. And it becomes the greatest car chase ever written, ever filmed on television, or in the movies, or in a video game.
All right, well, it sounds like a good read. Rich, if people want to get your book, where can they go?
You can get it anywhere books are sold, particularly Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, anywhere that they sell books, they should have it. If they don't have it, ask for it.
Ask for it. All right, Rich, thank you so much. Sounds like a good read.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, don't go anywhere.
Okay. Best. Okay.